What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel for an all-new episode of Shampoo Search. Today, our search takes us virtually to Nashville, Tennessee, and the barber-owned brand Kingpin for a full look at their hair and skin cleanser. Alright, let's get right into this here. Today we are talking about the Kingpin Barber Company. You may remember them from a review we did here recently on their matte clay and their satin wax pomade. After that review was completed, they actually contacted me and told me they released this new cleanser, which of course I was super excited about because, like I said in that video, I am always interested in trying out brands made by barbers and products made by barbers because they have a very unique perspective. They create products for the customers they serve. So I just find it to be very interesting every time. I always feel like they have a little bit more expertise put into their products. So when he told me he created a hair and body cleanser, I of course was super excited to take a look at it. So today we are going to dive deep into this cleanser and we're going to talk about what it can offer us, all the good details, everything you need to know to make a decision on this. The hair and skin cleanser from the Kingpin Barber Co. is, according to the brand, made for both the hair and skin, obviously, and it's described by them as a mild blend of cleansers to promote health to both, again, the hair and skin. Now, major bullet points on this one include a sulfate and paraben-free formula and some super healthy ingredients, including jojoba protein, keratin protein, provitamin B5, and vitamin C. As far as the bottle goes, it comes in a nice big 16-ounce aluminum bottle and sells for $30 US. They also have both scented and unscented versions of this cleanser, the scented version being citrus, herbal, and spice, and as it enters the hand, I can immediately tell it has nourishing properties based on the way it affects the skin in my hands. It's really like a blanket of nourishment, similar to a lotion of sorts. In the end, this really does give us the first preview to how this will perform as well in the hair. Now let's jump right into the demo here. As usual, I've loaded my hair up with a couple different products, including Cavalier by Blue Mon, because everyone says it's so hard to get out. And I've got a couple other things in there as well, so we're going to test out the cleansing power of this shampoo, and we're going to see how it affects my hair as far as smoothing and healthy appearance, because of course that's super important to me, but I also want to see how well it pulls the product out of my hair. As I'm working the cleanser in here, it's really not foaming up or anything like that, but I can feel the product breaking up there, so to me that's a good sign. Let's now go ahead and get a look at the, well, actually that pretty much looks the exact same after it's rinsed out. There's nothing there for you guys to see. So 1 second, let's try this again, and there we go. Now we're all dried up and we can see the products all gone. That's a real good sign there, actually. And for the most part, I think things look pretty good. It's really not dry. It is nice and soft. It's not extremely soft, but it is soft, and I think we are set up nicely for styling. Now, as far as the scent goes, remember I mentioned we have scented and unscented. I'm going to talk about the scented here first. For that scent, I do feel like it's a bit stronger when it's in your hand and when you first start working it into the hair, but once it's actually washed out of your hair, I don't really smell it that much when it's washed out of my hair. I use it as a body wash, because remember you can use this on your skin as well. I do feel like it does stick around a little bit more in that capacity, but I like the scent. I actually like it. I don't think it's too strong. I don't think it's, too out there as far as the scent actually goes. I think it's blended very well. It's very smooth. It's a nice, smooth, nicely blended scent. As far as the unscented version goes, I actually prefer the scented version. I'll just be honest with you guys there. The unscented version is, unscented, meaning that fragrance that's mixed into the other one is not in this one, but this one is not completely free of smell. The smell in this one comes from the raw materials, which I don't prefer usually. It doesn't smell bad. you know, I'm not gonna say it's, you know, disgusting or anything like that. I just don't prefer the smell of raw materials, but I do agree with what they were doing by releasing this. I do agree with it because, you know, people like me, we are sensitive to scents. And while I do like this scent and it doesn't really give me any issues, I'm not everybody. I'm not all of you. So some of you may be more sensitive than I am to scents, or some of you may prefer not to use essential oils, or maybe your skin is sensitive to essential oils or something like that. So that's awesome that they think of people like that and do produce an unscented version. For me, I do prefer the scented version just because I really like the scent. I think it's a great scent. But if I were to just take everything that I've shown you, all the stuff that I've found by using it, all my experience with this cleanser, just bring it together, bring it all into one area and give you my final thoughts on it, what I would have to say here is, for the first time, I think we have something that's a bit different as far as cleansers go, because before now, we have separated things basically into two categories. You got light cleansers and heavy cleansers. You know, heavy cleansers being like the Groomed Man Co. or Rush from By Villain, for example. And then on the other hand, we've had Shampoo, Morse Motley, O'Dowd's, things like that. Light cleansers, heavy cleansers. What I think we have here is something directly in the middle. I'm calling it a medium cleanser, which makes perfect sense because it does have some of those light cleanser properties where it doesn't fully strip the hair, but when you actually get down to it, the actual cleaning ability is more intense to me than most light cleansers have been in the past. It's not enough for me to judge it as a heavy cleanser fully, but I don't feel like it's fully a light cleanser either, which is why I'm putting it directly in the middle and calling it a medium cleanser. I also think it comes in a really great size. I mean, this here is 16 ounces. It's a nice big bottle. It's a nice aluminum bottle too, and you really don't need a whole lot to actually get the effect of the product. I mean, I use maybe 2 pumps of it, so that's gonna last you quite a long time depending on how often you're washing, of course, but I do think that it's a nice big size. It's a pretty good deal there. You only need a little bit to actually work, so this should actually last you quite a while. In the end here, I think it is a pretty cool product. I think it's nice to finally see something a little bit different, so I do want to extend a big thumbs up over to Steven at Kingpin for developing this pretty nice cleanser and giving me the opportunity to test this out and share my thoughts with you guys here on the channel. I do have to say I think he made something pretty cool here, but as always, I'm interested in hearing what you guys think, so if you want to let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this cleanser, I'm always interested in hearing your guys' opinion. And on that same note, if you liked this video, make sure you tap that like button for me, and if you haven't already, for crying out loud, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, just tap it. It's down there waiting for you to hit it. Join us here on the channel. We have a lot of fun. There's new content coming every week, all the time. I have a lot of cool stuff coming your way, by the way. I'm working on videos constantly now. I'm always working on videos, but I'm seeing a lot of cool stuff come down the pipe. So stand by, cool stuff is on the way, giveaways on the way, all types of stuff is on the way, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of the cool stuff. I also want to thank you, of course, for stopping by the channel today and checking out this episode of Shampoo Search. I will be back with you guys again, of course, with a brand new video here very soon, and until then, you take it easy. I'll see you next time.